I would yield at this time to the gentlelady from Los Angeles, the ranking member of the subcommittee, 3 minutes.
Gentlelady from California is recognized for 3 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise in support of the Water Resources Development Act, Senate Bill 612. I strongly support the bipartisan work done by the Transportation Committee and Infrastructure on the Army Corps provisions that create policy, authorize projects around the country for flood damage reduction, ecosystem restoration, water supply, recreation, and navigation. There is something for everybody in this bill. I am particularly appreciative of the bill authorizes the Los Angeles River Project, which will rejuvenate the river by improving wildlife habitat and creating recreation opportunities for Southern California. I thank the chairman, Mr. Schuster, the ranking member, DeFazio, Chairman Gibbs, for working with me and my staff to include multiple provisions that will improve water supply and local collaboration at the Army Corps facilities. The provisions include providing more water supply to local communities by improving on WIIN 14 provisions that require the Corps to capture more water for groundwater replenishment, especially in LA County. Promoting local and private sector combined efforts to remove sediment from core dams and improve water supplies, which will benefit all dams, including Santa Fe Dam. Requiring the Corps to work more collaboratively with local communities on sharing water data and improving watershed management, in other words, transparency. Extending current law on donor port provisions, important to the ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach and many other ports. I also support the provisions from the bill that include providing assistance to drinking water crisis in Flint, Michigan, and other areas of the country, which include California. And although we should be investing more in our outdated drinking water infrastructure, I disagree with the leadership's decision to add a California water provision to WIIN at the last minute. This provision should have been addressed in its own legislation and not attached to the traditionally bipartisan WIIN bill that so many members, including Senator Boxer, have worked so hard on. If I had been consultant on this provision, I would have strongly advocated for more than $50 million for Title 16, $100 million for Water Smart, as these programs are most cost-effective at addressing our drought crisis. I want to thank the many water agencies and associations, such as the National Association of Flood and Stormwater Management Agencies, the County of LA, the Upper San Gabriel Valley District, Three Valleys. They all have worked with my office on this bill throughout the process and overwhelmingly support WIIN. I greatly respect and recognize that there are members who disagree on the final passage and the needs of their own district and constituency, and I would like to work with them. I yield back.
Gentlelady yields back. Gentleman